Hi Geek, welcome back to the Geek Studio Show. This is a show about you, it's about talent, it's about innovation, it's about entrepreneurship. And the Geeks today are two beautiful ladies from National Environment Trust Fund, and they've been so very, very much interesting in what they're doing. Carol Waruguru, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We stopped at the point of you talking about the projects that the youth or the women do out there and how you take them through the ideation process. Can you just mention something about the incubation bit? You've picked maybe that guy from Murang'a, okay? Now, how do you take him through the whole process until he get funding, or how do you, the whole process up to the point of maybe him going to the market?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peter. So once we get the selected project from the awards call for entries, we establish two types of beneficiaries. There are some that undergo through an upscaling process. Those we just give the funding and guide them through how to implement and create impact on the ground. We tend to call those social benefit initiatives. Then there are these others that have a business angle to it. And we recall that for sustainability, even in businesses, we need to manage our resources well. So after we get those projects that have a business angle to them, we link them up with business expertise. We are currently working with Daystar University, and the incubation process often lasts from 6 months to 1 year. So we work with them, we link them to technical experts. We go about improving or developing new prototypes for them. We test them in the market. We help them in the branding of their projects and their businesses. We also smoothen the path of any accreditation that they may require, or approvals, for example, with the KEBS. And we also, what do we call this with KIPI?
The Kenya Industrial Property Institute,
yes,
for patenting and
yes,
copyright.
we help them in the patenting of the ideas. Then
all these are the cost of net fund.
Yes.
They don't pay anything.
No. Yes, this is all at our expense. And after that, we also prepare them for investors. So we help them in the pitching and how to go about the evaluation of their projects and all these things.
I really like that point of pitching, because the much I know about pitching is that, somebody come and you do a presentation about that. You do for them some training, or how do you make them prepared for that? Maybe Waruguru, you can say something.
Yes, we do a training where we help you first to come up, because sometimes when you're pitching, the investor probably is just there for a short time and just needs very specific things. So we train them before they can pitch and tell them, you need to present it this way, just this is your product, this is the direction you want to go, this is the kind of funding you want. So we just don't let them go. And we even do mock training, where we pair them, or we say, okay, assume now you are pitching. So that is very good. And then we do deal books.
What is deal books?
A deal book is where you have the innovator, so you can put down their very quick profiles, what products they do, what kind of impact they've had, what kind of funding they need to make even a bigger impact, so that the investor can take away with them. And they can even refer to it later, or so that's the kind of thing we do for them.
It's okay. But I'm really getting, because before this young man or a girl give that idea to the investor, because many investors, from what I know, is that many of them are not sincere. He sees a very good idea, and then he sees that there is a lot of some good future in it, and then disappears with it. So don't you think, how do you go about this? You patent the idea first before you present to the investors, or what comes first?
Yes, the first step we take when you're in our incubation program is to, of course, there is an analysis that is done, because even with KIPI, there are things they'll tell you, well, this is not patentable, yes, because it's this, because of the nature. But the first step we do is to do a patenting. We profile the project and take to KIPI and have them even before we do, when they finish incubation, before we do the actual patenting, we even do provisional, so that already they are covered. Even as we, you know, because even with us publicizing and saying we have these projects, it is projects that maybe can be taken up. So we make sure that already we do patenting before. Yes, so that the ideas are
that
protected.
sounds nice.
Yeah, and because that's intellectual property.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's move to maybe Carol. You can talk about what is the funding model like. This entrepreneur has gone through the incubation, has done all that stuff. Now it comes to maybe he's now ready to go to the market. How long do you sustain him, or what kind of funding do you give the entrepreneur?
How we go about it is that we provide seed funding, seed capital, as at the need basis. What we look at the project, evaluate what the gaps are, and what amount they need to take them to the next level. And with that analysis, then we are able to give them a kickstart. And by the time they are done with the incubation process, of course, they'll be very successful businesses. So after the seed funding, then they are okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask you, can you just mention one that has succeeded under the Net Fund, GIA, Global Innovation, that is already running out there and even make and walk into that business and do something?
The first lot of the incubates we have are still undergoing the process.
Oh, they have not graduated.
Yes,
too.
they are just about to graduate. Yes.
Okay, thank you. As we wind up, because you know we need to be done. So just mention something that apart from the GIA, what is it that Net Fund also does, just for the benefit of the viewer who could not be interested in the GIA but want something else?
Okay. We have many other things we do for the environment. And one area we are also thriving in is applied research. Because in the kind of work we do as Net Fund, we would not proceed very well if we don't know what research is on the ground. These innovations have the kind of impact we have. And also in terms of researching into, like in the area of climate change, so we have climate resilience projects. For now, maybe I can mention one that we have in Kitui, that we have been graciously supported by IGAD. And what we do is value addition to the mango fruit.
Okay.
And with value addition, it means because there's normally a certain season where the mango is a lot on the ground and there's a glut. So what we are doing is that we've started processing plants. Actually, one of them is actually operational at Kitui. And we process the mango into powder.
Wow.
So the powder has a longer shelf life and is preserved and can be used, you can use it for juices, for concentrates, and you can also use it to fortify. Actually, we've actually taken the first batches for testing. Fortify uji flour, fortify maize flour with mango powder. So that way even the nutritive aspect is taken care of. And that way we're also supporting, because mostly it's women who produce the mangoes. So we are supporting them with an alternative livelihood.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We also have a component on scholarships, and we'll ask that people be on the lookout, because for the first half of next year, 2016, we'll be giving scholarships. We'll be giving a call for scholarships, where now people can research. The people doing either masters or PhD, their research area is thematic to Net Fund.
Okay.
So that we support them, so then we benefit from that research and know what is happening in terms of environment.
Okay.
Yes.
So if, assuming that I'm the one who has applied for the research portfolio or the research component, and that idea belongs to me or to Net Fund?
The arrangement we have is that the research findings belong to Net Fund. Yes, because they help Net Fund further their work in environment and sustainable environment management.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Now, as we wind up, just maybe I'll start with Carol. What can you tell the viewer, just maybe as the last shot? So maybe a word of advice or something that you think that can benefit them.
Okay. My word of advice to the youth out there is don't wait to have everything to start whatever innovative project that you have in mind. Start with whatever little resources that you have and build that up. And along the way, I'm sure it's not just Net Fund, but there are other organizations who are looking for people like those who are willing to go out of their way and come up with an innovative project. So start small. Take each day at a time, and one day it's going to be great. Yes.
Thank you. Waruguru?
My parting shot would be, we ask our viewers to be on the lookout. We are now launching in November. We'll be launching the third phase of the Green Innovations Award. And we'll put it, just look, we'll have partners even on the ground distributing the form. So once the call is out, please apply. If you have innovative projects, innovative environmental projects, we'll be willing to hear from you. So please be on the lookout. We are launching in November 2015.
Wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, viewer. It has been a pleasure to have my two geeks around, Carol and Waruguru. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we keep in touch. We'll welcome you another day. Thank you.